I'm Yaniv Price, a software engineering leader, coach, consultant, and the author of Fixing Management. Welcome to Fixing Management, the podcast that gives actionable guidance on becoming a more effective leader. Today we're talking about something that every manager faces, but few truly invest in: onboarding. Hiring is only the first half of the story. Once you've finally found someone who's a great match and they also want to join your team, new type of work begins, helping them integrate, feel welcome, and become productive as fast as possible. Unfortunately, this is one of the most overlooked areas in management. Too often, managers assume onboarding is HR's job, showing the new person where the coffee machine is, how to log vacation days, maybe a short presentation about company values. But effective onboarding is much more than that. It's the bridge between potential and performance, and it's not something that is completed on the first week. It takes a few months. Let me tell you a story. Stanislav accepted a senior software engineer role at a mid-sized tech company. He was excited and motivated. But after signing the offer, 3 months passed with zero communication from the company. His first day, a comedy of errors. He couldn't get into the building because the elevator required an access card. The receptionist didn't know who he was, and HR didn't answer her messages. And when someone finally showed up, they mentioned that his manager, whom he'd never heard of, was on vacation. Apparently the manager changed and no one notified him. No one prepared his desk or laptop, and the onboarding plan was just a list of HR meetings about the company history, vacation policy, and sick leave. The first week was awkward and unproductive. Instead of feeling welcomed and excited, Stanislav saw the company as unprofessional. He felt confused and isolated, a feeling that can easily lead to regret, disengagement, and early attrition. This kind of experience, or parts of it, isn't rare. Research by Brandon Hall Group found that great onboarding can improve retention by 82% and productivity by 70%. Yet Gallup reports that 88% of organizations do onboarding poorly. Think about that for a second. Something that has a direct, measurable impact on engagement, productivity, and retention, and we're massively failing at it. Why? Because we treat it as an administrative process instead of a leadership responsibility. Okay, so let's talk about how to fix that. Here's how to do onboarding the right way. 1. Own the process. Onboarding doesn't belong to HR. They can support with policies and logistics, but as a manager, you own the outcome, making your new hire productive and confident in their role. 2. Start early and keep in touch. Onboarding doesn't begin on day 1. It starts the moment the candidate accepts your offer. Stay in touch. A short email every couple of weeks is enough. Share small updates about the team or project. Remind them how excited you are to have them join. This keeps them engaged and reduces the risk of them signing elsewhere before they start. I am aware of at least one case where this happened. A candidate who accepted an offer never showed up because they decided to work elsewhere, and the manager only learned about it when they didn't appear for their first day. 3. Prepare everything in advance. Have their desk, laptop, and accounts ready before their first day. Don't make them chase IT or wait for equipment. Their first impression of your team's professionalism starts here. Purposefully making them learn how to realize and set up everything is time-consuming and has no value. 4. Create a written plan. Outline what they need to do, learn, and who to meet. Not just within the team, but across the department or company. Include links, sessions about tools, systems, customers, ways of working, and goals. A clear plan saves time, prevents confusion, and ensures consistency for future new hires. There is no need to reinvent every time someone new joins. 5. Make the first day special. Be there to welcome them. Don't delegate it. Give them simple instructions on how to get to the office and where to find you. I still recall the confused new CEO who only received the office address, standing there wondering where and how to get in when I chose to find him and show him in. Walk them through the plan and the agenda for the day. Introduce them personally to the team. 6. Include regular check-ins. Hold weekly sessions during their first months to discuss progress, answer questions, and gather feedback on the onboarding itself. Talk about how you work, your one-on-ones, feedback culture, coaching approach, delegation style. 7. Pair them with others. Assign a buddy, someone they can safely ask all the small questions that feel silly, and have them work alongside teammates on real tasks early on. This accelerates learning and helps them absorb your culture and best practices naturally. Pairing is a great paradigm with many benefits I will talk about in other episodes. And finally, remember that onboarding doesn't end after a week or two. It ends when the person reaches full effectiveness, which can take maybe 6 months, even more. When you think about it, onboarding is one of the purest expressions of leadership. It's where you transform someone's potential into contribution and show them through your actions what kind of manager and organization they've joined. If you invest the time and thought into doing it right, your new hire won't just start faster. They'll stay longer, perform better, and become your best ambassadors. That's it for today. Thanks for listening and keep fixing management. If you found this helpful, share it with another manager.